Hey, I'm Nendo12, the viewer of a million movies. And, uh, in case you're wondering what the suit's about, I just got back from a party and I haven't finished getting out of costume. But, anyway, so I'm bringing you this week the top 12 greatest Halloween songs. Now, I know last week I said I would be comparing like the different versions of a certain Halloween song, but I mean, I was so busy this weekend that I couldn't get around to it. So, and since this really is Halloween right now, I really need to get this done. So, sit back, relax. This is the top 12 greatest Halloween songs. Why top 12? Look at the title. So, taking the number 12 spot is Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice Cooper. Not too much to say here. A lot of people like it. I don't really care. Let's move on. Number 11, When You're Evil by Voltari. This is an interesting song. If you put this song with Heath Ledger's Joker, it will work perfectly. In fact, it will work so perfectly that you will think that the song was made for Heath Ledger's Joker. I mean, it just fits that well with his character. Personally, I really like this song. However, after you've listened to it like 30 times, it can get a little irritating. And that's when you need to take like a 3-week break from it or more. But yeah, I still really like it. Number 10, Devil Went Down to Georgia by Charlie Daniels Band. Personally, I think this one's okay, but it's not one of my personal favorites. That's just me, but yeah. And, yeah, pretty much, it's kind of like When You're Evil, only the only difference is instead of getting irritating after you've listened to it a bunch of times, it gets boring. It loses its touch after a while. So, instead of getting irritating, though, it just makes you want to listen to something else because you're getting bored of listening to the same song over and over. So, it's still a pretty good song, but it's not one of my personal favorites. Number 9, Land of the Dead by Voltari. Now, I know it's kind of cheating putting two songs by the same band in one video, but this is definitely called for. Land of the Dead, if you put him with any version of Hades, whether it be the Hercules version, Clash of the Titans version, God of War version, or even the Percy Jackson version, put this song with any of those Hades, and it will work perfectly. I mean, it just works. It fits. Yeah. I don't really have to say too much about that. Number 8, Little Red Riding Hood by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. Now, this is an interesting song, to say the least. Pretty much, it's the story of Little Red Riding Hood told through the wolf's eyes. And it's still a Halloween song. But it's the story of Little Red Riding Hood and how the wolf sees her and how he thinks that she looks so gorgeous, but his animal instincts keep telling him to eat her and blah 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 blah, and you know the story. But yeah, so it's a very interesting song. I've always been intrigued by it. I don't know, it's just, I find I find it to be very entertaining as well as interesting. Number 7, I'm Your Boogeyman, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Y'all knew this one was coming. This is an awesome song. Is it Halloween? Debatable. Some say it is Halloweeny. I personally don't really see the connection to Halloween, but nevertheless, it is still an awesome song, and that's why I think it's truly deserving of the number 7 spot. Number 6, Death, Death, Devil, Devil, Evil, Evil Songs by Voltari. Okay, this is the last one of Voltari. It's the last one. But to be fair, this is an incredible song. Sure, it's like almost 6 minutes long, but still. I mean, it is amazing. And, I mean, just listen to the title. Death, Death, Devil, Devil, Evil, Evil Songs. What is with that? Just the title alone makes you wonder, what the heck is this? And you listen to it, and it actually makes a lot of sense. So, I mean, if you haven't heard this song, look it up. Look it up. It is very good. But, anyway, I'm sure you guys are getting tired of me talking about Voltari, so I'll move on now. Number 5, the Ghostbusters theme from, well, the Ghostbusters. Not much to say about that. I mean, it's really Halloweeny. It was one of the first Halloween songs we were ever introduced to. Right up there with Monster Mash and This Is Halloween. I mean, those were like the first 3 Halloween songs we were introduced to. Well, that and the next one. So, not much to say except if you see a ghost in the neighborhood, you know who to call. Number 4, the Addams Family theme from the Addams Family. This is what a classic Halloween song sounds like. This is one of the greatest Halloween songs ever to be made. Even today, everybody has so much fun with this song. You play it at a party, and I guarantee you, there will be a large group of people at that party, if not the whole room, singing to that song, or snapping to that song. It is just that enjoyable. Which is why I think it is really deserving of the number 4 slot. Number 3, Thriller. Yep, you knew it was coming. Thriller was by far the best Michael Jackson song ever. At least in my opinion. If you have your own opinion, good for you, but I'm right, so second. Number 2, Monster Mash. This was the first Halloween song I was ever introduced to, and I loved it. Actually, we all loved it. Anyone who was introduced to this song at an early age loved this song. It is just so enjoyable. I mean, it describes everything we wish Halloween was. A bunch of monsters coming to life and just dancing. Yeah, a bunch of monsters dancing. I don't know why we find that so entertaining, but we do. I mean, it is just such an amazing song. I love it. I will never get tired of it. It is, in my opinion, a classic that will never die. Monster Mash. If you don't like it, you're an idiot. And the #1 greatest Halloween song is, say it with me now, This Is Halloween. Which version? All of them. Nightmare Before Christmas, Marilyn Manson, Panic at the Disco, and even the Alvin and the Chipmunks version. All of them are awesome. The original Nightmare Before Christmas was, of course, the first version we were introduced to. And it was dark and mysterious, but also lighthearted and very entertaining and happy, and we loved it because it mixed everything dark with everything light. It was like the perfect yin-yang song. We loved it. So, naturally, other people thought, oh, since everybody loves this song, we should make a version of it. And thus, Marilyn Manson made his version of it, which is more big, dramatic, and epic instead of lighthearted and happy. Which, personally, I think that's pretty cool. A lot of people like the Marilyn Manson one the most. Because, I mean, it's just awesome. It is really awesome. Alvin and the Chipmunks even had a version of it. Now, is it good? Yeah, I think it's pretty good, when you can understand what they're saying. I mean, you know how in the original, they sometimes go, like, really high? Yeah, imagine the Chipmunks singing that. 10 times higher pitched. Yeah. So, if you can understand what they're saying, you'll probably enjoy it okay. But my personal favorite is the Panic at the Disco version. Nightmare Before Christmas version, lighthearted, happy, but also dark and mysterious. Marilyn Manson, dramatic and epic. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Panic at the Disco, my God. It starts off kind of mysterious and a little spooky, and then it goes to creepy, then really creepy, then extremely creepy, then oh my God, I just crapped my pants. As the song goes and goes, it just gets creepier and creepier and creepier until finally you have chills running down your spine. I had never had chills running down my spine listening to this song before until I listened to the Panic at the Disco version. It is that awesome. That is the version I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for with This Is Halloween. I didn't care if it was lighthearted and happy. I mean, I liked that. That was cool. I liked the big, dramatic epicness of Marilyn Manson version, and I even enjoyed the hilarity of Alvin and the Chipmunks version. But I was waiting for the creepy version of This Halloween that just kept on getting creepier and creepier and creepier every second. And that's what Panic at the Disco provided. It is amazing. My personal favorite version of This Is Halloween. And if you haven't seen it, look it up. It is incredible. It is, in my opinion, better than the other three combined, because it continues to get creepier and creepier as it goes. as opposed to the other three, which were light and happy, big and epic, and pretty freaking hilarious. So, it is, in my opinion, the best of the four. So, that's number one. This is Halloween. The all-around perfect Halloween song. Thanks for watching this top 12 list. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back into costume. No, why not? I'm the Slender Man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go eat some children. Oh, good. Got that done. It's about time.